Hi, this is Tim Meyer from Keep Yourself Relevant. Thanks again for joining. Today we're going into a little bit of a different direction. I'm going to do some business analysis tools from a project manager or manager's perspective. This first video will be part one. One of the diagrams that I like to use, even though it's perceived as old school, is a data flow diagram. And I think they're really important and helpful for managers to get a sense for what the systems that they're taking over, what data is going into the system and what data is going out of the system, so you get a better understanding of the overall picture of the system. So one of the ways that you can capture that information is through the use of a context diagram, which is part of an overall system of data flow diagrams. So this first video is going to be covering context diagram. So I've got some examples. So there's a bunch of steps to use to cover and build a set of data flow diagrams. The first step is to identify and create a list of all the activities and then draw a context diagram. That's what we're going to be covering in this first video. Then the second set of steps we'll cover in another video. That's to draw a level 0 diagram as well as the lower level diagrams. And we'll cover that in the second part of this video series. And then the third part will be to verify the data flow diagram to make sure that everything is properly leveled and correct. And then we'll complete a functional decomposition. And then the fourth part of this, I'll show you how to use Visio to build and create these various diagrams. So that'll be the fourth video in this series. And I've got the Visio diagrams will be shown just in a PowerPoint presentation. We'll cover how to actually create them in Visio in the fourth video. So the elements of a context diagram, the first part is an external entity. So that's anything that is external to your system, obviously, by the name. And it could be, you can think of it as nouns. So it'd be customers, it could be departments or other systems that you interface with. And then you have a data flow diagram, which is depicted by this arrow. And then the system is the actual system that you're building or you're managing for the company. So we'll go through a couple of different examples. The first one is a fast food shack, and they want to create a new system. And these are the activities that they'll need to manage and perform in their system. The first one, writing up and confirming orders, collecting and recording payments of orders, providing customers a receipt of the order, customer places a food order, customer pays for food, cook receives order and prepares food. The inventory needs to be managed, so we're managing food that's in the food shack. Employees record their time for hours worked, and then the employees get paid. So those are all the activities that the system needs to track. So I've numbered these so that when you see the context diagram, you can see the numbers and they'll correspond with those. So this is a picture of a context diagram, and you can see we've got the overall system is here, Joe's Food System. We've got external entities of a customer, employees, and vendors. And then we've got our 9 different activities that are showing and depicting either data flowing out of the system or flowing into the system. So again, here's an example of the context diagram with the 9 different activities. I've got another example of a department store that sells shoes. And you can tell, obviously, here we also have to manage the inventory. So we basically sell the shoe to the customer or provide them. The customer comes into the store and says, I have a certain shoe size and style that I want. The salesperson goes and finds that shoe. The customer decides to purchase. In this case, that's not actually shown on the diagram. That's just a decision that they make. The salesperson will then collect and record the payment of the order or the sale. Salesperson provides the customer with a receipt. The employees again track their time, and we process time cards internally in the system. The manager needs to also manage the inventory in the system. The manager checks the inventory and gets the shoe order from the vendor or vendors, and then the manager provides those shoes and stocks the shelves, and then the manager will pay the vendor for their shoes that they ordered. So again, here's the picture of the context diagram. In this case, we've got a customer external entity, a vendor is an external entity, the company that we buy the shoes from, and then the employee as well. So again, we have our system called ABC Department Stores. This will be the system that's tracking, and in this case, we've got 12 different data flows. And again, we indicated that the customer deciding to buy the shoe is not depicted on our data flow diagram. So hopefully this is a good introduction for how you build a context diagram. And again, the main reason you build these and develop these context diagrams is so that you understand what data is coming in and out of the system and who you interface with relative to external entities like customers, employees, or vendors. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like and please consider subscribing. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.